Okay, this is Deviations under Duress. We will be collecting 4 audio logs. We will not be turning on whatever the things in the next to the buildings are, because they all require either Science 11, which I clearly don't have, or Hack 7, which we can do for one of them, but the other 3 require Hack 11. So, and I'm level 30, and I don't seem to be gaining any more XP, so won't be able to do it. So, but anyway, we will be getting the audio files, and we will be getting the lockbox at the end, which is Shadow Hacker. It is a helmet and does not help hacking at all. It is NPC awareness. It gives you negative 25% NPC awareness gain, so which is nice. And then camouflaged after hacking an automech. So unfortunately, it's not going to help us to hack what we need to hack in this in order to get the extra bits, but it's something. So, all right, we're in Laplace Gardens, and we're going to talk to the Oracle Laureate.
If you need to discharge any sputum, I ask you kindly aim such accretions away from my general direction. Thank you. Oh, just passing time by calculating high probability diametrics within an error margin of 0.05. I'm waiting for the results of a rather exciting prediction, you see. Sometime last year, I predetermined an occasion of momentous import would happen today, right here, at these very coordinates.
Seems pretty vague.
None taken. Oh, but now I've forgotten to introduce myself properly, haven't I? Leslie Beckett, Oracle Laureate, Seer Supreme, leader of the Department of Predictive Analysis, and not terribly good at informal introductions, evidently.
I'm assuming this is if you already have one of the audio files, but I'm not entirely sure.
Forgive me if I don't shake hands. I prefer to keep my skin microbiome free of exogenetic cells. You understand. But now, if I'm not mistaken, you must be the agent we've been expecting. I knew loitering at this location would yield results. I, don't suppose you've stumbled upon any of our excogitation chapels around Cloister by chance?
I have, but not an option, so we will say describe one.
Excogitation chapels are order residencies where one can meditate in solitude on specific theorems relating to the plan. They're scattered all around Cloister. Prior to the war, such focused study led to all manner of breakthroughs, with audio logs routinely kept by the scientician in residence. In these unprecedented times, such logs could harbor hidden wisdom. However, with the war on, I've sadly been unable to get my hands on the last of these recordings.
Say no more. I'm on the case.
Oh no, I couldn't possibly ask you to endanger yourself by seeking out these logs. Cloister is rather treacherous, and some of the chapels are difficult to reach by design. However, if you happened upon these chapels and recovered these logs, I would most certainly be interested in their contents. By my reckoning, the amount of logs to be collected is 4. You have that? 4. No more, no less. Each chapel should have at least one somewhere inside.
Great, I'll be back. Okay, so the first one we're going to go to is the hardest one to get to, because you have to work on the archive. You have to be in the archive and doing things for the archive computer to get it up and running in order to gain access to the lift. Cloister Underlands, which is if you've started the archive, You'll know what it is. If you haven't started the archive, it's part of the story and you can't miss it. You'll end up underground here in the Cloister Underlands doing things like cold storage and thermal transfer in order to get the computer up and running. And while you're down here, an optional thing to do is to activate the lifts, which is this computer right here. We're right here, and it is right here. And I will put a link in the description for how to activate the lifts, because technically it is optional. It's right in that building right there, and when you activate the lifts, the game will focus on this building and show some people running into it, sort of telling you, come check this out while you're down here. Also, I should point out, you should save. If you want to get into the jammed room on this one, have Tristan in your party and save or just reload and autosave. He has a 25% chance to show you a back way into the jammed room. This right here. So if you don't have Brawny or Engineering, there's a chance that he'll show you this. If he doesn't, just reload your save or an autosave and try again, because it'll pop up. Then we have an advanced decryption key on the body against the back door. And some black powder in the form of a gun. And then we have the audio file for this one. I've tried jumping up there and I can't get up there. Like, she doesn't even come close. So this is the only one that I'm going to get turned on, because the rest are either Science 11 or Hack 11, and I don't have enough points to get to any of them. So I honestly don't know what those do. But all right, let's move on to the next one. The next one is down here from Winter's Grasp. It's this building right here. Just climb up. Science 11, which we don't have. I actually think it's not a climb up. You have to come this way, go through. But just enter the cave in the wall and climb up.
For my studies. In just 93 days, I have made extraordinary progress deciphering the truths of our universe. For instance, there are none. None whatsoever. Objective reality is itself a concept.
More pre-sliced bread!
Observers eager to apply reason to chaos. In light of that view, better to assume we are all sleepwalkers, sharing the same dream of consciousness. We are the universe attempting to know itself.
11?
In a way.
You don't have?
I almost walked out into that blizzard last week.
Alright, advanced decryption key up on the table up here. Grab that. So we won't be able to get whatever this one is online because I don't have Hack 11 or Science 11, nor do I have the ability to get it and come back. Here's that one. The next one, just follow the road through from Auntie's Choice Forward Operating Base. Okay, there's just a path, just follow the lines, or not the lines, but the power line for like the streetlights and stuff. Also, this one requires a chapel key. I got it when I wasn't paying any attention because the game sort of glitched on me. I was looting all of the people that I killed, and then I moved on because I didn't want to do it yet. And I was over there when the game popped up and went, "You have acquired the chapel key." So it should be on one of the people here. I can't tell you which one because I wasn't here when the game gave it to me. So if the game doesn't give it to you while you're here, leave and come back and hopefully it'll give it to you. Here's this one. If you have Science 11, it's up here, up the ramp. Chapel keycard. Advanced decryption key for this one on the table. And the hack is Hack 11. Can't get that one.
Hello. So, I'm trapped. Messages to the order left unanswered.
Hugging vest.
Tried to run. Got about 2/5 of me gouged out. A lot of blood. Last now, spent much of my life wondering what I'd say at the end. Trying to think of the words for this felt like reading a thesis before the presiding bishop. But a lot of people die, and not a lot of final words get remembered. Certainly no one will hear these. So why worry about being meaningful? What matters is who I was when I was alive. And if I was predestined to be Ursapod food. I think maybe I would have liked to re-roll the odds.
Enemies that damage you within melee range take a portion of the damage they deal reflected back to them. So that's here. Prickly armor. Hugging vest with prickly mod on it is here. Okay. I think that's the bulk of what's here. And then right past the bridge here. There's the bridge. So you can get in through the front door if you have Brawny or Engineering 4. And I do have Engineering 4, but we're going to go around to see if I can remember how to get back on. Wait, where is... Oh, it's upstairs. So here's this one. Science 11.
Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson. Hello, layperson.
So glad she got the ladder. Okay, let me see. I think there, according to my notes, there was an advanced decryption key in here, but I think I picked it up the first time I came through. Oh, no, here it is. Advanced decryption key. So here's this one. So there's one in every chapel. And then I'm going to get out this way. Hack 11. So we only got one online. I still don't know what they do. I wish I could get more points.
Welcome back, Agent. I trust Laplace's garden is treating you well. In what manner can I assist you?
I located all the logs. I don't know why it does this. I've completed the archive. I've long completed the archive. I don't understand why it does that.
Oh, look at me. As giddy as a first-year novice. All right, let's listen. No, this isn't right. There must be some mistake. The beliefs advocated here are entirely in opposition with what the Order stands for. I don't suppose you have any other recordings less filled with, despair?
I have a professor option. You should be proud. Your members just reinvented philosophism.
Philosophism? What's that?
Belief that there is no purpose in the universe, no plan. Life is what you make of it.
Well, that sounds horrible. It's evident what happened. My colleagues must have gone quite mad in the isolation of their studies. Sad, but perhaps not unforeseeable. Only one certainty remains. These logs must be destroyed. I shudder to imagine the ramifications if other members of the Order were subjected to such nonsensical rantings.
After all the work I went through?
Any familiarity with the sunk cost fallacy? Please understand, what's been recorded here borders on heretical. Scientism teaches that the universe is constant, rational, and inalterable. These proofs reject all of that reason in favor of some ineffable manifestation of personal will.
You should preserve the logs. No knowledge to be destroyed out of fear.
No, of course. You're right. Rejecting data out of hand only leads to confirmation bias. I will preserve the logs, if only to study where these scienticians went wrong. I believe I promised you a reward. Here is that lockbox. I regret I don't have a key, but I'm sure you'll find some way to access its contents. Eventually.
All right. Let's go check out the lockbox. Shadow Hacker. Requires 5 keys, and we picked up 4 in the quest alone, 1 in each chapel. So you really only needed 1 to start with. It's a helmet in plain sight. Negative 25% awareness gain, so they are pretty good at not seeing you in this. Also gain camouflaged after hacking an auto mech if you have the manual reset perk. Has a 2-minute cooldown that scales down with hack skill. Be nice if it gave us like a +5 to hacking. Like, consider you're gonna give us a hacking hat, give us a +5 to hacking, so we can actually complete the quest with all the optional stuff. All right, there you go. There is Deviations under Duress. Well, most of it, and the Shadow Hacker lockbox.